The Tesla Model Y is now officially the world's best-selling car, and that for the third year in a row. Not the best-selling electric car, the best-selling car. Gasoline, hybrid, electric, it doesn't matter. No Toyota Corolla, no RAV4, no Ford 150. An electric car from Texas sits at the very top. And today we are going to look at why this matters so much for you as a Tesla investor and what opportunities might emerge from this in 2026. I'm Joshua, and I don't want you to buy or sell any stock. I just want you to use this information to make better decisions. Let's start off with the facts. At the end of December, Elon Musk announced on X that the Model Y is the world's most best-selling car, and that for the third consecutive year. So 2023, 2024, and now 2025. And you really need to let that sink in. An electric car that only has been produced since 2020 has dethroned legends like the Toyota Corolla in just 3 years. Now, I have to be honest, this claim is not without controversy. Independent analysts, for example from Focus to Move and Electrek, actually see the Model Y in the third place for 2025, behind the Toyota RAV4 and the Toyota Corolla. And these numbers are close, and Tesla doesn't publish separate sales figures for Model Y and Model 3. That makes exact verification actually pretty difficult. But even though the Model Y isn't quite at the top in 2025, the fact that an electric SUV with a starting price of around $46,000 is competing against a Toyota cheaper mass market vehicle, that's just remarkable. So let's look at the numbers more closely. In 2023, Tesla delivered approximately around 1.22 million Model Ys worldwide, and that was the absolute record. So in 2024, estimates put it at 1.18 or 1.19 million units, and in 2025, that's where it gets really interesting. Tesla delivered approximately 1.64 million vehicles total in 2025, and that's a decline of 8.6%, and that compared to the previous year. So the Model Y and the Model 3 combined accounted for 97% of that. And why was there a decline? First, Tesla introduced the Model Y at the beginning of 2025. Internally, it was called the Juniper. And with such a major model changeover, factories partially were shut down. And Tesla itself confirmed that in several weeks of production, times were lost across all 4 factories. And secondly, competition has gotten tougher. BYD from China, Hyundai, Kia, and Volkswagen are all pushing into the electric car market. And thirdly, in the US, the $7,500 federal tax credit for electric vehicles expired at the end of September 2025, which actually led to the pulled forward purchases in the third quarter. But now comes the really exciting part for you as an investor. The new Model Y Juniper. The vehicle is more than just a facelift. Tesla completely redesigned the whole thing. The front now features a full-width light bar, and similar to the Cybertruck, and also the aerodynamics were really good improved. And the drag coefficient dropped from 0.23 to 0.22. Sounds like a small change, but it means about 3% more range. And the long-range version now achieves up to 320 miles on a single charge. So the interior has changed as well. It was new ventilated seats, higher quality materials, a large 15.4-inch screen up in front, and in addition at the back, an 8-inch screen for rear passengers. And the suspension was completely reworked for more comfort, and noise insulation was really improved as well. So many reviewers said the Juniper drives noticeably quieter and feels more premium than the model before. So in the US, the new Model Y starts about $46,600, and that for the single motor variant. The long range all-wheel drive version costs around $56,600. So These are competitive prices for what you get. And now the most crucial question. What does this mean for the future? So the Model Y is the Tesla's cash cow. It accounts for the majority of Tesla sales. If this vehicle is successful, the entire company benefits. And the early signs for the Juniper are very positive. So demand at the launch was very strong, and Tesla has already sold its launch series. So analysts expect a slight growth for Tesla in 2026, and estimates are around 1.7 to 1.8 million deliveries, and by 2029, some analysts even see over 3 million vehicles per year as possible. That would be almost double, almost double the today's level. So on top of that, Tesla is much more than just a car manufacturer. The energy storage business is growing rapidly, and in the fourth quarter of 2025, Tesla has delivered 14.2 gigawatt hours of battery storage, up almost 50% year over year. And then there's an autonomous vehicle and robotics section at Tesla as well. You have the Cybercab, you have the Optimus, and Tesla. Yeah, Tesla stock is currently trading at $440, which corresponds to a market capitalization for around 1.5 trillion. That's a premium valuation, no question, but many investors are betting that Tesla won't just sell cars in the coming years, but will transform entire industries. So, in summary, the Model Y remains one of the most successful electric vehicles of all time and is still fighting for the top spot in global sales. And with the new Juniper, Tesla now has significantly improved the product on the market, and that's putting pressure on competition. So, for you as an investor, this means Tesla still has very strong core business that serves as a foundation for its bigger future visions. And the story is far from over. By the way, I also sell coffee from my home country, Indonesia. If you enjoy good coffee, feel free to check it out. The link is in the description and I will send it to you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. And let me know, do you drive a Model Y yourself, or are you thinking about buying one? I'm curious. Tell me. Thank you so much. See you later.